Welcome back to the Birdcage. Today I am joined by a very special guest, my little brother Dewey. Dewey, how are you doing today?
Good.
This is your first time on the YouTube, and I
hmm
want to I want to kind of do a little segment with you every week where we just talk ball. So today is Monday, November 18th. This will probably get posted on Tuesday. We just finished up watching Wisconsin barely squeak out a win against UTRGV. That game was being unwatched by me until I got a text from you, which kind of prompted me to want to do this little segment. We'll talk about that game first, Dewey. You were watching it. What did you see from UTRGV that made this game interesting?
Okay, well, there's this one guy, Hazan Abdul Hakim.
Yeah,
He was kind of he was popping off that game.
he was nice.
He was nice that game. 19 points, three, 8 rebounds. Yeah, he was kind of popping off for UTRGB.
Yeah, he had a good game. Another thing I noticed is the team itself made 13 3-pointers and shot 40%, 39.4% from the 3-point line, which I think is a number that if you're going to make 13 3-pointers, you're going to be in a lot of games.
Yeah.
And I mean, that happened against Creighton. They took Creighton down to the wire. Creighton only won, I think, by 13 points. And then today, they kept it close with a Wisconsin team that came off a big victory against Arizona last week. Um, we're gonna this is gonna be a fun new segment. Um, we're just gonna kind of talk basketball. Surprisingly, you actually know ball. That's why you're here. I think you actually know basketball, and you're gonna be able to help out and give me some good things. So let's talk your games of the week, Dewey. I want you to give me a few games that you're looking forward to, a lot of games that you're going to be watching. Um, Start us off. Hit us with some games.
I can't watch this game because I'm gonna be in school. But first game Friday at 1:30 p.m. Pitt versus LSU. They're both undefeated. I just feel like I don't know. It's kind of biased because I'm kind of a Tigers fan, but
Oh my
yeah.
gosh. No way. The first time I have you on my podcast, the first game you bring up is Pittsburgh versus LSU. Um, I will agree with you. I think this could be a very interesting game. However, that's not where I thought you were going to go with this. Um,
Yeah, I have a couple other ones too. So,
I get it. It will be a good game. What makes that game interesting, do you think, in your opinion?
well, I just feel like they're both coming like they're not known for basketball. Their schools, but like I feel like they're both undefeated, and I feel like it could be a very close game.
Okay. I like that shout. I really do like that shout. Right now, as we speak, number three Gonzaga is playing San Diego State in
Mm-hmm.
a game that's gonna be, I think, pretty good in a good game. And then the game that I'm looking forward to is tomorrow night at 8 p.m. We get let me pull it up here. We get number six, I'm pretty sure Purdue
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's
versus
first
at
month.
um at Marquette. So I'm really excited for that game. I think it'll be pretty good. I think we get some of the best guards in the country battling at it, Cam Jones and Braden Smith. So I'm really excited to watch that game. Wednesday, obviously, we have number 25 Illinois at number 8 Alabama in a game that Alabama will be looking to get some revenge after losing to Purdue um, a few days ago. Thursday, we have number 13 Baylor at number 22 St. John's in the Bahamas, along with Virginia at Tennessee. Friday, we'll talk about this a little later. Our Blue Jays are taking the court. And
Then,
also, same night, Dewey, number 12 Duke Blue Devils take on Arizona, number 17 Arizona. And then we have a late night game at 11:30. North Carolina takes on Hawaii. So that will be a fun game, I think, to watch as well. Out of those games, Dewey, which one are you most excited to watch?
Okay, I really like this Purdue Marquette game.
Okay. What makes the Purdue Marquette game interesting, do you think, in your opinion?
Like you said, two great guards battling it out, and just I don't know, Purdue coming off a good win off of Alabama, and then Marquette. I feel like they're usually ranked a little bit higher in the previous years, so I feel like they're like having like a target on their back, like they just want to prove the people wrong that they could be a better team than these previous years.
I like those shouts. I like those shouts. While I have you here, we are going to talk about the AP poll. Obviously, you pulled up the AP poll. What are some things that stick out in your opinion? I'm really excited to see what you think here. Do you know what the AP poll is?
Top 25?
What?
Top 25?
Yeah,
Um,
it's the top 25. I was just making sure you knew what it was.
okay.
But what are some things that stick out to you in your opinion?
Gonzaga at 3.
Okay,
You
why
know,
is that? Why does that stick out to you?
I don't know. I'm kind of jealous with Ryan Nemhard a little bit. Wish he stayed, but
Yep. Yeah,
Ryan
me
Nemhard
too. Me too,
really
Dewey.
Ryan Nemhard's doing really well. But I just feel like they're in an easy conference. And I feel like once they get to those conference games, right now they're ranked a lot higher than they've been because of their conference. So
Well, I
I
also feel like they beat up on Baylor by 40 first game of the year. So like they're going to be high because of that. And then I don't really think their conference does them much justice. One thing that I noticed was Purdue jumps all the way up from 13 to 6, a 7 point jump after beating Alabama at home. I do think um I do think that Purdue is a really good basketball team. I don't think they're the sixth best team in the country, but that's besides my opinion. Kentucky jumped 10 spots to number 9 after beating Duke and Atlanta.
yeah, that's crazy.
I think Kentucky showed that they're still a really, really talented basketball team. Did you get to watch that game?
I watched a little bit of it,
Then mom
but
made you won't go to bed.
yeah, I heard that Cooper Flags dropped like 26 points though, or something like
I think Cooper Flag had a pretty good game. He had a
yeah.
few turnovers at the end of the game that really um
Arizona, that Arizona drop was big.
yeah, well,
They
Arizona also lost to Wisconsin at Wisconsin,
That was
like
Wisconsin.
yeah, by like 15, and UTRGV only lost by 3. So
Florida. I didn't know Florida was going to be in here.
yeah, Florida I think was at number 20 the entire time. But
Yeah.
I don't know, is what it is. Um, what are some of your favorite college basketball players this year? We've been watching for 2 weeks now. Who are some players that you have in mind as some of the best players in college basketball and your favorite players in college basketball?
Like to watch?
Yeah.
I okay. Another kind of biased one, but I love watching Pop Isaacs play. He's just his like mentality for being that small and still getting buckets is kind of cool.
And you're a small guy, so you probably admire a small bucket getter.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, Pop Isaacs is having a really good start to his Kansas tenure. He is averaging 9 or almost 10 points a game, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. So he hasn't shot the ball very efficiently yet, but we are only a few games into the year, and I think he's going to start to get going here. I'm really excited to see what he'll do on Friday. Let's talk about that game on Friday. The
Okay.
Blue Jays host the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
So
Players to watch.
players to watch for Creighton. What's his name? Uh, I'm blanking.
Who are you thinking of?
The Minnesota guy.
McAndrew, Jackson
Yeah,
McAndrew.
he's his 3-point shot looks so great, and
It's
it's just
butter.
so
It's
smooth.
cash.
Yeah,
It does.
it's
It looks smooth. I agree with you. Anyone
uh
else you have you're looking out for?
more and granddad granddad and homie Isaac Trout. He's great in those corners.
Yeah. Actually, I feel like you hit it on the head. Isaac Trout's going to be a key part in the game as well. Pretty much, we need shooting on Friday. 2 years ago, when Nebraska came to the CHI and beat Creighton, it was because Creighton couldn't shoot. Creighton struggled shooting the basketball. So if Creighton is going to win this game, it will be because they knock down shots. Because Fred Hoiberg isn't going to let Creighton dominate the inside. He's going to want to take the inside away, and he's going to make Creighton beat them from behind the 3-point line. They haven't shot it very efficiently.
um
Excuse me. Last game, they didn't shoot it very efficiently from deep.
no.
So Creighton's going to need to get going if they want to, I think, win on Friday. I expect the Blue Jays to win. Do you?
Yeah, I just don't think we have a lot of depth in our roster this year, or at least more than last year,
Yeah, for
that
sure.
we can actually like interchange guys and just like still, I would still be confident in our roster.
Who are some of the guys that you think are going to play come Big East time that play for the Blue Jays right now? I'm
I feel
hoping
like
I'm hoping Fedor can become eligible.
hopefully, yeah.
I want to get some. I want to hear something in the next few days. Hopefully,
Yeah, I hope. Didn't that one guy just get like? There's one guy I think he just got passed to play. I think I don't know.
yeah. I don't know who.
Yeah. So okay, Fred surprisingly last game I thought he looked pretty well, like pretty good.
Fred King.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
agree.
like better than he usually does. I feel like.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I am really hoping that the Creighton Blue Jays can just come out on Friday, punch him in the mouth. I
Oh
really think come Big East play, you're gonna see. Obviously, I think Fedor's gonna start.
oh yeah.
So I think we'll see Miller, Green, Trout, McAndrews, all those guys coming off the bench. Uh,
Do you think?
I
Uh
I I like Isaac Trout in the starting lineup,
oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
but when Fedor comes back, I don't know if they're gonna move Neal to the bench,
Oh,
or if they're gonna move Trout to the bench, or if Fedor's gonna come off the bench. I don't know how that's gonna work because I think right now Ashworth, Isaacs, and Kolkbrenner are all guaranteed starters.
yeah, probably. It says here that McAndrews is 6'10", so is Isaac Trout. So I don't know if you can move. Is McAndrews kind of athletic? Can he like move?
I think McAndrews is athletic.
So do you think? Oh, we already have a three, huh?
Jason Green and Mason Miller are also kind of playing that three.
Yeah.
Big heavy, like not even wing heavy. We have a lot of bigs. Like Miller, Green, McAndrews, Trout. Four of those guys kind of play the four position.
Yeah.
So I don't really know how it's gonna work, but I agree. I think this team is a little bigger than last year. I would like to see us have like a consistent guard off the bench. I think that's actually going to be Ty Davis.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know how many minutes he's necessarily going to get. I
Yeah.
think a lot of Ashworth and Isaacs will be in. At least
Yeah.
one of them will be in at all times, and I think even Neal can play that guard position too if we need.
Oh,
Um,
he was really athletic. He can
he's
just.
he's really athletic. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm yawning, Dewey. It's my bedtime. You have a busy day tomorrow?
No, I don't think so.
No, not a busy day. You just get to watch the basketball game tomorrow night. Do you have homework ever?
Yeah, sometimes. Okay, we gotta
Eh,
get back.
We got a what?
We have to get back onto the topic of basketball. They didn't come here to learn about my homework.
Well, I just want to talk about it, Dewey.
We can talk about that later. We have to get back on the topic. Okay.
Okay,
What
then
are
you
we,
switch the topic.
what are we gonna talk about?
Well, you can talk about
We're
whatever you
going
want to talk
podcast.
about. You can talk about what you want to talk about. I was just gonna switch the topic to talking about your life.
Okay. Okay, let's switch topic. I don't know.
Do you have a
Should we go?
girlfriend?
No, bro. Um, okay.
What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. Uh,
Are you who do you think are is the best freshman in college basketball?
good flex.
You think it's Cooper Flag?
Besides
What
him,
about Con Knipple, his teammate?
I don't know. But
BJ
okay,
Edgecombe, Ace Bailey, Dylan Harper Jr. I didn't think Dylan Harper's a junior actually.
there's Carter Knox. Didn't he come from what's it called? Like that creator league. Like
Carter Knox for Arkansas,
yeah, Carter Knox from Arkansas. He came from like
overtime elite.
yeah, he came from Overtime Elite. Um, he yeah, I saw some of his highlights from Overtime Elite, and he's throwing down some nasty
Was
dunks.
he nice?
He's kind of nice.
Um, do you think Arkansas is good at basketball? Do you think they're a good basketball team?
You had to give him yeah. I don't know. Uh, I don't know. I'm still like we still have their number from that Maui game. That game was crazy.
That game was awesome. Okay, we're gonna do predictions.
Like,
I'm gonna give you games. And you're gonna tell me who wins.
okay.
Okay. So let me pull up my ESPN. Okay, you talk about something real quick while I do this.
So let's talk about I don't know Creighton, Nebraska. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know. Uh, yeah. School is pretty good. Have all A's.
Yeah,
Good.
that's good. I'm glad that you have all A's. Mom would not be happy if you had all A's or if you didn't have all A's. Okay, who wins tomorrow night? Number 6, Purdue at number 15, Marquette in Wisconsin. In Milwaukee, Marquette's the home team. Who do you think wins this game?
Uh, Purdue's coming off a good win. Alabama. Marquette, I don't know about them, but
Marquette really hasn't played anybody. I mean,
yeah,
they did beat Maryland. So,
yeah, I guess Maryland. Yeah. I'm saying Purdue.
okay, I'll go with you. Purdue, I think, wins that game.
Yeah,
On Wednesday, we have a basketball game between number 25, Illinois, at number 8, Alabama. Who do you think wins this game?
Alabama. They're coming off a loss, and they just want to get their get back.
Yep, I'll agree with you there. Thursday night, 6 p.m. at dinner time, we have Baylor, number 13, Baylor, at number 22, St. John's. Actually, it's not a St. John's home game. This game is in the Bahamas. Who do you think wins this game?
In the Bahamas again. St. John's has some experience there, I think.
Yeah, they have Kadari Richmond.
Yeah, I don't know.
He
I
a
think
transfer.
I'm gonna take Baylor.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. I went Baylor as well. Virginia, Tennessee later that night. Who do you think wins this game?
Virginia, Tennessee. Okay, so
The
Tennessee.
answer's Tennessee.
Yeah, it's Tennessee.
Was that the team you were gonna go with as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Friday, we have a game between the number 12 Duke Blue Devils and the number 17 Arizona Wildcats in Arizona. Who do you think wins this game?
Okay, they're both coming off some losses. Duke has the best freshman. in the in in the world. They might have the best player in college basketball.
Okay,
Uh,
I'm glad that's the consensus you were going with because I'm gonna agree with you. I think Duke's gonna win this game. What do you think?
well, I feel like
Or do you think Arizona's gonna win because it's a home game for them?
it is Arizona, but they're coming off a loss. So is Duke, but I feel like Duke has some guys. So I feel like I'm taking Duke.
Yeah, I agree with you. I just think Duke's very good at basketball. I think they have Cooper Flag, and I think Cooper Flag's one of the best players in college basketball.
It's also Duke's like mentality, like just the school basketball of Duke. Like their mentality coming off a loss is they should never lose game. I
I
feel
agree.
like. And Arizona, I don't think that mentality is there.
Okay, I can agree with you there. Dewey, at 11:30 on a Friday night, we have North Carolina at Hawaii. Who
North
do you
Carolina.
think wins this game?
North Carolina.
Yeah, North Carolina wins this game. Are you kind of excited to watch it? It's literally an 11:30 tip-off.
Uh, might be in my bed. Might be sleeping because I have a game that next morning at 7:30.
Oh my God, yeah, I forgot you have basketball games because you're a little kid.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get buckets though at your games? Did you get buckets this weekend?
Yeah,
You did get buckets this weekend. How many points you drop?
like both games combined 14. That's bad. Usually I drop like 10 per game or 12, something
That's
like
all
that.
right. Hey, you can't be hot every game.
Yeah.
Big game we care about, Dewey. 7 p.m. on Friday. The Nebraska Cornhuskers take on the Creighton Blue Jays at the CHI Health Center. Who wins this game?
Creighton by 50. Okay,
15 or 50?
that's a stretch. Creighton by 20, 20, 20, 20.
I like that shout. I think the Creighton Blue Jays are better than Nebraska. I think it comes down to if they can hit shots. I think the Creighton Blue Jays win the game. I don't really know what the spread's going to be, but I think Creighton's that good.
One thing I do need to add about Creighton basketball, this is not a good thing, is when we get playing these better teams, if we keep on starting out slow, we're some teams they're not going to let us come back. Like we
I
have
agree. We need it. We need to put on the gas pedal right away. I agree. That's why you're on this podcast, Dewey, to spread your ball knowledge. All righty, Dewey. I'm glad that you were able to spend some of your time to come hang out with me on this podcast.
to
Um, what are you doing tomorrow?
probably just going to school, coming home, watching basketball, eating dinner, going to bed.
Bet. Are you gonna tell your teachers I said hi?
Sure.
Okay. Tell your teachers I said hi, Dewey. I appreciate you taking the time out of your night to come hang out with me on the podcast. Tell mom that I love her and make sure you go to bed and wake up to your alarm today or tomorrow. Okay, Dewey?
Yeah.
Okay. Bye, Dewey. I appreciate you coming on the podcast. And for you guys at home, thank you for listening to this new segment with Dewey. We need to come up with a cool name for it. But it was a fun time, Dewey. I appreciate you coming by the pod.
Okay.
No, you don't do anything. You can stay on. All right, guys. For you guys, we will see you later.